Right. We are now live on Wade Spencer's YouTube channel, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. I can see we have a bunch of night owls in chat, guys, because it is late. It is late. I have an amazing couple with me. An amazing couple, guys. I'm super excited to highlight them. I'll tell you the quick story. But first, let me say hello to some people in chat. What's going on, Tracy? Hip flipping mama, Stitch Witch. Stitch gave me that amazing gift for our new little guy. Appreciate that. Kim, what's going on? Diana, what's going on? Misty, what's going on? If I miss anybody, please let me know. I think we had Reseller in the house. Rad, what are you doing? Are you working? Let me know. You're up pretty late. I know you're a night owl. Flippin' Daily, what is going on, my man? We did a video together. You guys go check that out. Liquidation Ohio. Chris, fabulous guy. Can't say enough about him. Check out his YouTube channel. Rita, Adam, Swamp Picker, what is going on, my man? I know you have a YouTube channel. All right, guys, so we're going to Gina, what is going on? And Adam, you started a YouTube channel too, right, buddy? All right, so long story short, let me tell you how my day went real quick, and then we'll go into this amazing interview. So I was pretty lazy today, guys. Extremely lazy. Wasn't doing much. And then I was creeping on this couple's amazing YouTube channel that we're having on tonight. And I was on their YouTube channel like normal. They went live. And I periodically asked, hey, do you want to go live an hour from now? And keep in mind, guys, they're in Canada. And they sell a lot on eBay. Been doing it for a while. And it's 11 p.m. at night on a Sunday. And they were amazing and said yes. So I'm going to go ahead, without further ado, before we turn it over to them, I'm going to put their YouTube channel constantly in chat. Please let me know what number you are that you subscribe to their YouTube channel. And if you're watching this after the fact, you can put it in the comments. You do not want to miss their content. I think it's amazing. And like Pac-Man said, hit the like button. I would love you guys forever. Without further ado, let me turn it over to these amazing resellers, this really cool couple. And by the way, guys, the best background in all of reselling.
Thank you very much for that intro, Wade. That was awesome. We appreciate you having us on tonight. Like you said, it was unplanned and late, but hey, that's cool for you. You know, no problem. We watch you as well, and we like your shows, so no problem. We'll be here.
So, guys, before we go into anything, I want to know first of all, who came up with the idea of the backdrop? Second of all, how did you construct that? Did you glue it? Like, was that topple over?
Well, so we do a lot of board games and puzzles on Amazon. And when we go to like a Value Village, normally 40 to 50% of the games that we buy are incomplete. So we never seem to get around, which is bad of us. We never get around to bringing them back. So this is a very expensive wall. But so all we did was we just took the covers off and we just put them up. We tape the backs, and then we put thumbtacks through the back. And then we've kind of, for like mortar, there's kind of tape in between here. Just
connecting them all.
Yeah, just to hold them still. So we kept some of the pieces out of the better games, like The Office. We have a stack of Shroot Bucks, if you're a fan of The Office. And just a few things like that. Most of the pieces kind of went to the garbage, but they were incomplete anyway, so they were no good. But it's actually a lot longer than it looks as well.
The whole wall.
The entire length of the wall. So.
Yeah.
So they have a Monopoly Canada?
They do. They have a Monopoly everything. Yeah. The best Monopoly we've got in the past was the Monopoly Office, and it went for about $120. That was a good one.
That's incredible. We're going to get into that too, because I am board games, guys. I just found out. Yeah, I'm telling you, I just found out that at least here in the States, that they make priority board game. Like, if you guys don't know that, you can go on USPS.com. You can get free shipping supplies for priority or express boxes, and they make a perfect one for board games, guys.
Okay.
All right, so those of you who don't know, we put in the YouTube channel. Everybody says kind of what number subscriber they are, and my gosh, guys, they are giving you some love.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Awesome.
Misty 228. Pac-Man 2. What is going on? We got a discrepancy here. Oh, we have a big discrepancy. Lisa 229, Swamp 229. How is that possible? All right, maybe there's a glitch or something. Guys, welcome in. What's going on, Rise? Really cool YouTube channel there. Okay, so let's get into a little bit of the personal stuff. Then we'll get into the haul video. Tell me a little bit about you two. Like, first and foremost, how long have you been reselling? What platforms are you on? And are you full-time, part-time?
All right, I'll go first. I've been reselling, started on eBay. Actually, I started when I was like really young. I would buy a fish tank, probably about at the age of like 12. And I would sell the fish tank and upgrade and like water beds and futons. And I would always be flipping stuff. I think my parents were always a little worried about where I was getting all this stuff from. But I was always doing that on what were called news groups before Kijiji, before Craigslist. It was a whole thing. And but as far as eBay and stuff, 1998 is when I started. I started when I was in the early grades of high school selling typo negative CDs and tragically hit memorabilia and stuff like that. So I've been doing it since 98. We sell on eBay, Amazon, Amazon.com, and Amazon.ca. We sell on Kijiji, sell on Facebook.
Etsy.
And Etsy, yes, that's right. And now, Crystal, how long have you been selling?
This is new to me. When we started getting together 2 years ago. So I've never, like, I didn't really know about reselling until I met Evan. Yeah, it's been an experience. I go out thrifting a lot with him. I'm also a student as well, so I'm off for the summer right now. But during the day, I'm usually in school, and he's doing all the hard work by listing everything. But I enjoy going out scanning for books, board games.
It's always nice having the extra person. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll walk past something and she'll point it out when I walk past it too, because she'll scan it and she'll say, "Hi, you walk past this and it's a $200 item." So it's nice having the two of us out there as well. Yeah.
All right. So first and foremost, how amazing is it to have this man sitting next to you for 19 years reselling? You don't know anything about reselling 2 years ago. Now you do. Like, it opens your mind to like thrifting and like being, cost. For example, before I started reselling, I'd buy anything full retail, and now I buy stuff, as cheap as possible on different sites. Like, it is pretty amazing reselling, right? From a perspective of a new seller, probably.
Yes, it absolutely is. I mean, it definitely, like, his wealth of knowledge is truly amazing too. Like, what he's learned over the years, and like, we'll walk through like little flea markets or antique stores, and like he tells me like stories about things, so it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. So what do you guys?
Probably we missed that.
Oh, no problem. What are we going to college for? What are we studying?
Office administration.
Okay. That's one job I cannot do, but I for it. I tried an office job and I did really well for like 9 years, but I commend you for that, because there's a lot of good office jobs, guys, but it would be tough for me to sit. I can't even sit still. Like, I'm squirmy all the time, But Ashley, my wife, she does an office job and she loves it, so it's incredible. All right, so what does the parents, what does the immediate family think of you reselling? I mean, you've been doing it for 19 years. You've been doing it for 2 years. Like, what does the extended family and family think of you guys reselling?
Well, whenever I go to her mom's house, she always says, "Well, how's the business going?" I think she's a little weary on that. It's reselling all the, but I like to say it's going great. I love to have the good news. But my parents, as you're starting out, they see the ups and the downs. It's always going to have the ups and the downs, and but definitely now they're seeing the ups and they're seeing that everything's going good, and I think they're impressed a lot of the time. And It's funny, a lot of the stuff I buy that I get from garage sales, like old rag rugs, Victorian rag rugs, or gingerbread clocks or trunks. If my mom happens to come to our house just for a visit, she'll see the stuff and she'll say, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. And my mom's just about our #1 customer for the old stuff.
That's very true.
Yeah, she wants everything that I find that's old. So
does your mom or friends or family give you stuff to resell? Like, hey, I found this, just resell it. Here you go.
They try to pawn a lot of stuff on to me, and most of the time it's stuff that it's like, oh, a 50-cent book, you know, awesome, or you know, an old broken something wicked, but or it'll be like a giant desk, you know, and how am I going to ship this desk, and where am I going to sell this? So yeah, it's never really anything good that people are trying to give us. It's mostly they're just trying to get rid of it.
But they think it's good.
The sentimental, right? It's the sentimental. I used to get that at the flea market when I worked. It was like, I worked the real life Pawn Stars for 10 years. And yeah, people would come in and they would think that something was worth millions of dollars. But when you look it up on eBay and show them, you know, it's the sentimental that's worth the money. So
what that's a good question. Like, do you have any good stories for us about working in the pawn shop?
Just cool things coming in and out. I got to see a lot of really cool things. Like there was a pen that was given to the Prime Minister of Egypt or whatever it was a pocket watch from the early 1800s. That was really neat. In Kingston, we have the big Kingston prison, which homed Paul Bernardo, one of the most famous people in the criminal world. And when they renovated that, they took down all the jail cell numbers and put up new ones. And somehow we got the numbers for the cells. And we were selling some of those. The people knew whose cell numbers was what. And they were bidding like up to, you know, over $1,000 for some of these numbers. So that was kind of neat.
So that is very interesting. It's funny too, because I went to a pawn shop right around the corner from me about a week and a half ago, and they were checking some items I get, because I buy a storage unit, and they're checking like for gold content, because I'm horrible at that, and I asked them, I was like, hey, do you have any cool stories for me? Like I figured, like, you know, pawn shop you'd have some interesting stories, and he said not really. And I was like, oh, okay, but it's a new pawn shop, so maybe things will happen. But all right, so brothers, sisters, have you ever, or maybe let's say friends or family, I always like to ask this question, have you ever tried to teach people to sell on eBay? And what do people think when you say you sell online? Because a lot of times you get that glazed look. I'm curious to see if, like, more people, if you just say had a cup of coffee with somebody, what if you had to explain that you're selling on reselling? Like, what have you tried to help anybody out, or what's their impression?
Yeah, definitely. For me, working at the flea market, as soon as they see that I know how to use a computer and I can use eBay, they want a lesson and they want a coach and they want me to build them a computer to do it. So yes, there's been a few people I've showed to use eBay. Amazon, I have taught a few people how to use Amazon in person at the market, but it didn't really go anywhere. I don't think they really went anywhere with it. Another person I showed how to use Etsy, and I don't think they're really doing that anymore either. So it's kind of that saying where people will watch our YouTube videos, but only, you know, 30% of the people will actually act on it and actually follow what we're doing, right?
And you know, it's funny. I had a conversation with one of my friends, Andre, here. And he wants to do like, he wants to take his Instagram to another level, right? And I told him the best way that you can grow an Instagram account is to show people how you're doing business. Like my most successful post on Instagram, guys, have been like how to ship videos or what I'm selling, what I'm buying. And he was basically saying that when he goes into Goodwill bins, he picks up the stuff. He doesn't want to show people what he's getting because it will flood the market. But remember, even me having an Instagram account of 14,000, there's no way that if I put an item out there, not only will people not pick it up, but they won't take the practice. You know, like 99% of people won't do it. So I have no influx in the market. Like there's no way if I put something out there that a lot of people will act on it where it actually would change anything. So my advice is to just like to grow YouTube or Instagram, like just show your business off, guys. and put that out there. How you're doing business, it will grow organically pretty quick. And that's why I really like your Instagram. And your YouTube is amazing. I love your guys' YouTube.
Thank you.
What made you guys start a YouTube channel up? I'm curious.
It was in development for a while. I've always watched other resellers on YouTube, and I always had the idea of doing a YouTube channel. And one day we were just heading up about 2 hours away to a place called Cornwall, and the phone was sitting in the phone holder in the Jeep. And I just said, let's do it. Let's just hit record and see what happens. And that's actually our first video on our YouTube channel. Yeah. But it was kind of a thought process that it was going to happen for maybe over a year before that. So, but no, it's been a lot of fun. And we've had a lot of, good people write us, and yeah, it's been good.
Awesome. All right, let's get the meat and potatoes, guys. And if you have questions, put them in chat, and I'll have him answer them because he's way more knowledgeable than me. Tony has subbed. Welcome in, Tony. So guys, make sure you hit that link. So let's get into this. Tell me, what are you guys passionate about selling? If you could sell anything online on eBay, because I know you do eBay, Amazon, and Etsy, right? What would it be?
If I had a choice of what I could sell and enjoy selling, it would be antique clocks. That would be my number one thing. We have a lot of clocks here, but that's what I really enjoy. Shipping's a pain in the butt, but that's what I would really enjoy. But if I want to make money, I would say right now, books and board games are like our number one thing. I don't know, is there anything you would like to?
Well, I would say board games.
You would like board games? Yeah. Yeah. Books are one of those things where at the market, having books was a pain. They didn't sell for anything in store. They took up a lot of space. They were heavy. They were just a pain. So when I started watching these YouTube videos and they're like, sell books, I was laughing like, really? I want nothing to do with books. And then we did start picking up books, and now we're making money with books. But FBA, we send them all to FBA at Amazon, so we don't even have to deal with them. They just go away.
It's so funny because when I first started reselling, like I was like anti-Amazon, anti-sending books in or anything to Amazon FBA, because I was like, I'm an eBayer, and I am true to true. I am like an eBayer for sure. But once I download the app, it's super easy. Yeah. And then I wish I would have done it like a long time ago, because as I was sourcing for eBay, I could have sourced for Amazon at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. The only thing is you just can't sell everything on Amazon, where with eBay you can sell so much more, But there's a lot more buyers, I think, on Amazon. So it's kind of a catch-22, but you got to go where the money is.
Oh yeah. So what? Tell me about this clock. These clocks. Like, have you seen the show Grimm? Because I always think of like a clock seller as that one guy on Grimm that like loved to fix clocks, right?
I haven't seen Grimm, but yes, I've always had a thing for clocks and watches and stuff like that. I started picking them up pretty cheap, and I would actually repair them, and then I would resell them for, if I pick one up for $5 broken and I repair it, you can buy parts off of eBay, repair the clock, and then sell it for 120 bucks. So I thought, this is great. So I started doing that. But as I would get like a really good clock and I fixed it, it's like, do I sell it or do I keep it? And well, a lot of times I keep it, but I've sold a lot of clocks, but you got to keep the good ones. And they're also money in the bank, right? So say it ever comes into desperate times or something, you can just pick up that Pegano clock, put it in a box, and, $800 for a clock. So
give us a couple brands of clocks that you like picking up or that you keep an eye out for.
Pegano are like the best. They're a Canadian clock. And then I like Seth Thomas, Ingraham are really good. I'm gonna fly right here. Yeah. But yeah, Seth Thomas, Ingraham, Sessions. I think we have one of each upstairs, or maybe two or three of each.
I get like this like really cheap clock at the dollar store, and you guys
like an IKEA thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And what about board games? Like, a lot of people are asking about board games. For example, Adam, the priority box that I recommend for board games, I can actually get it real quick while he's explaining this, because I don't know the number to it. But if you go to USPS.com and you click like this free supplies, It literally looks like a board game box. But I'll get you that number, and you can type it in there, and then grab some of those. And real quick, guys, it's very important that you do this. Fourth quarter last year, I saw a lot of people on Instagram wait too long to order their free supplies on USPS. Those of you who don't know, you can go to USPS.com. You can order a bunch of supplies, the padded priority bags. You can order all the boxes you want, all that good stuff. Order it now before fourth quarter, because sometimes it takes a few weeks to get. And then if you wait even longer, you're going to be with the crowd that waited. So little tip there. But give us some nuggets on these board games, because I am horrible at board games, and obviously from your backdrop, you guys are pretty amazing. So
if you have the Amazon app, it's all just about scanning. That's how you do it. You just go in and don't skip, just scan every game, you know. And the top ones that we found, Nightmare, the old VHS ones. I didn't even know like people had VCRs anymore, but I don't know. But the VCR version of Nightmare, Monopolies are all good. What else? Let's take a look at the wall. Seen-Its are great. If you can get the Harry Potter, it's the trilogy edition. We sell those for like $80 every time. Yeah. That's a really good one to find. Always get excited.
Guys, that made me smile. You couldn't see, but I was like, you're like, let's look at the backdrop.
Yeah, let's see what ones failed. But yeah, some of these, if they were complete, they definitely would have already sold on Amazon. Yeah.
That's amazing. And
we can scan the backdrop for you if you want, right?
Dude, that would be amazing.
Let me see if I can. This is kind of my new office. So it goes all the way back to the door, and then all the way to the side here, and then all the way down too. Goes all the way down there. And then we got some desk piles here that we just picked up today.
Guys, like that is a true full-time reseller's desk right there.
That's right. Oh yeah. Yeah. We have 95 boxes with stock in it for eBay and our merchant fulfilled Amazon. But there were some boxes where we just started going through them today, and we realized that not everything is on Amazon and Etsy, or eBay and Etsy. So we started going through them, and already I have a mound on my desk and a mound on Crystal's desk in her office, and we're going to be busy for a long time listing on eBay.
So tell me a little bit about how it works with you guys. So let's say I was with you right now, which I would like to be, because I would love to be. And by the way, guys, I did ask them, being in Canada, if they had a bunch of big mooses running around. It was more the north side, but so tell me, like, how does it work? Let's say you thrifted some board games, you jump in the car, you go home. Like, give us like a day in the life of you guys being, especially you being full time.
Sure. So wake up and we'll hit maybe like 4 or 5 thrift shops in our area. Always grab the Tim Hortons coffee first. Hit all the thrift shops. Come home, and then it's counting all the board games and puzzles. So we'll go through them all. We'll sit down. We'll put on like a TV show or something and just sit and count them all. And once they're complete, whether it's the next day or that night, we'll just stack them beside the desk. We'll load up Amazon, and we'll just enter them all into FBA. A lot of people don't put pictures for their items on Amazon. We try to do that for all of our items on Amazon. And we find that it gives us a little bit of an edge on everyone else, because if there's no picture, people don't really know what they're getting. But if they see the picture, they know exactly what they're getting. Yeah. So it'll be pictures, and you can take the pictures, mail all the stuff off UPS to Amazon, and you can add the pictures at a later date. So you don't have to do that right off the hop. You can wait a couple days if you don't have the time right then.
Do you guys, when you're testing these board games, do you ever get caught like playing them? Like, you're looking through the pieces, and all of a sudden you guys are
I think we both played that no deal.
Yeah, the no deal one.
Deal or no deal?
Yeah, deal or no deal. Yeah,
it's probably on the wall, but yeah.
Deal or no deal. It was like an electronic thing. It was really cool. And we've also played the Trivial Pursuit, the
90s
and pop culture. Yeah, we played those. Those are fun.
I'm trying to look if I think I forgot. Oh, here, wait. Okay, do you guys part incomplete games, or do you just try to buy missing parts?
We have never really parted games just because I feel like when I go on there, if we've bought a few pieces here and there to complete a game, so if we buy a game and it's worth $80 on Amazon and all we need is one piece and we can pick that up for $1 on eBay, we'll buy that one piece. But then I get thinking, if I'm parting it out and I'm selling that one piece for $1, it's not worth my time to take pictures and take the time to actually sell something for $1 or $5 or something like that. You know, by the time they fee it and we pay the extra on shipping because our Canada Post is not as great as the American shipping, and you guys get tracking with everything. And
guys, you guys got better health care.
Well,
yeah,
that's true.
Yes, yeah, we do.
So we have Callie's in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. We have by the way, Primetime Treasures. I love your new icon, my man. That looks amazing. All right, so you said Amazon. Now tell me a little bit about eBay. Like your give me like a process on eBay. Are you doing free returns? Like give us an idea what's going on eBay. And before we go on to that, it was a pleasure meeting you in Las Vegas, Wade. Thank you so much for your help, Adam. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat that is going in our little savings accounts. I appreciate it. And we'll have to get you on live because I know you have a channel as well. And if you want, you can put, guys, everybody can put their YouTube channel in the comments. I am one of the biggest fans of growing people's YouTube channel. So go ahead and put that in chat or in the chat, guys. But yeah, so give us a little snapshot of how you guys run your eBay business.
Well, eBay is just I don't know, it's kind of a mix of everything. You know, a lot of older things like older postcards and World War II memorabilia and
coins.
Yeah, coins and stamps, things like that. Sometimes we will duplicate items from Amazon on eBay if we're doing a merchant fulfilled. But yeah, and every one of our listings will just put a reference number. So if it's reference 34, we know that's in box 34. So when it sells, we just go right to that box and we pull the item. I think a lot of people are doing that now. But yeah, we don't really sell too much on eBay. We did have 2 eBay accounts, 2 eBay stores. We had about 2,000 items on eBay. We ended up closing down one account because the sales just weren't there. We kept the one account going and we just throw the odds and ends on there. Nothing really, we don't really go out looking for eBay stuff, but if I see something and I know it will sell on eBay,
it's going to make money.
Yeah. Yeah. And the market I work for, I do his eBay for him as well. And, but he gets really cool stuff in, like really unique. Like the other day on our Instagram, I put, it was Castle Grayskull. It was the original He-Man castle in the box. So I mean, cool things like that, you know, that would go on there because I don't know, I don't think you can sell that stuff on Amazon, but Etsy. So for us, I would go on Etsy and eBay. So eBay, it's going hockey pucks. We are Canadian. We sell hockey pucks. And yes, I bought a crate of hockey pucks for $80, and we're probably about $600 up on that. We still have pucks to sell, so those would all go on eBay.
I'm trying to get your YouTube, or excuse me, your Instagram up here because you know what? I'm pretty addicted to your guys' Instagram. I'll have to get it here in a second. So tell me, like, how has reselling changed your life? And I think this is a great question because you've been doing it for like 19 years. By the way, you've been doing it probably back when they didn't even have PayPal, right? Like 1999.
It was a lot of check and money order, which is, yeah, waiting around for the check and money order to come in, going to the bank to get a check and money order. That was fun. Now I think it's so easy with this e-transfer, right? For all the local sales. But yeah, so eBay, what was it?
What?
The question? I forgot the question. Wait.
So, yes, don't even worry about that. It's late, guys. Late. It's late up in here, and we don't do these late shows ever. But you know what? We may have to do these red eye shows because I enjoy this. And by the way, guys, you got to join their Instagram, right? Oh wait, is Hickory in? Is Hickory in the chat, guys? Hickory, are you here? You're probably gonna watch this after the fact. I do see a shout out for Hickory, and I love Hickory on their page. She's amazing.
I remember that.
But yeah, guys, I creep on their Instagram quite a bit because they pick up some really good stuff, and I'm trying to venture into hard goods. And so, guys, make sure you add them to Instagram. But,
I just remembered your question, Wade. It was, how has reselling changed my life?
Oh,
yes. Yeah. Oh, before you answer that.
Yeah.
Before you answer that, how did you two meet? How did you two meet?
Crystal?
Why am I answering this question?
I talk a lot.
Guys, you've seen my live shows, and I can tell you something. Those of you who have done my live shows, I see Mo in here. I see Primetime Treasures in here. I need to get Rusted Raccoon in here. But those of you who have done the live shows, we don't prep. I don't give them any questions. This is right on the spot, guys. This is completely unscripted. So how did you guys meet?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we met on a dating site.
Online.
Yes, online. So we are one of the few successful.
Yeah.
Okay, first and foremost, that is, by the way, what day and age, isn't it amazing the time we live in, guys? If you're single, you can go out there and find the perfect person without even leaving your home. I think that's amazing. What was your guys' first date?
First date, I think we just
I'll
okay, Crystal's got it.
So our first date was actually Father's Day, and I got to meet his kids on the first time that we met.
Right.
Yeah. So we just drove around. We went to the beach.
Yep. Took the kids out and did some stuff with the kids. Yeah.
And I was I was hesitant because I didn't want to intrude on his Father's Day with his kids, but I came. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they are amazing. They're too amazing. I met my boyfriend online. Online dating is great, guys. I'm telling you what. The reason I asked that is because people that follow you love to know your personal story too. And you didn't tell us about the kids. Do they help reselling? Because I do know that if you bring them to garage sales, estate sales, sometimes they can get better prices for you if you have kids, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I did use my sons one time, and there was a table hockey game, and it was a 60s, like an early one. This thing's like $300. And I said, go tell the guy you want the table hockey and ask him how much it is. And they go up to the guy, and the guy's like, oh, for you guys, like $5. Here's your $5. Let's go. And I said to the kids, listen, this one is old. It's not the greatest. It's going to break. So I went to Toys R Us, and I bought them a brand new table hockey for like $80. And I sold that one that they got at the garage sale for like $300 on eBay.
Okay, guys. Met my wife on AOL. Been married 17 years.
There you go.
Man, I always think of AOL as like do 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 do. Or that what's had Tom Hanks in it. Anyways, guys, let me know in chat. But I can't believe I remembered that. Holy cow! All right, so this is why I ask these personal questions. This is amazing. The first on this channel, dial-up modem. Yes, Adam. That was a long time ago.
Yes.
All right. So reselling has changed both of your guys' life. And you did mention a beach in Canada. So what part of Canada were you guys in? Is there snow around the beach? How's that work?
We're in Ontario. So Toronto would be probably the most well-known place. We're about 3 hours from Toronto. Around our house, we have about probably 12 beaches. In our area, we have probably over 40 to 50 little lakes, all just in this area. Lots of fishing around here. Lots of lakes, lots of cottages.
No snow though.
No snow. No. And it's hot today. It's 40.
Yeah, it's really warm.
Yeah, it's like 40 degrees here, Canadian, whatever that is American.
We're in a heat wave again. So.
Yeah, another heat wave.
Flippin' Daily, are you in chat? Because I know you're a smart one. What is that? What's the difference between 40 and then 40 degrees and then here in the States, whatever that is? Flippin' Daily. I know you can hear me. Radseller says You've Got Mail was the movie, guys.
Oh yeah, right, I know that movie with Tom Hanks.
Yeah. I wonder how many people are going to go on Netflix and try to watch that tonight. After. Oh my gosh, Mo, you are a smart cat too. He said 104. Wait, 104. Holy cow!
Oh, there's no snow at 104.
Oh my god! You think of Canada? You think of moose, big bears, salmon, and snow. That's what I think about. I could be wrong. Let me know in chat, guys, if what you think of Canada. I'm curious. Like, what do you think of Canada? In chat, let me know.
Come to Canada. You got to check it out. Come to Toronto and
yes. I guys, if you haven't been to Canada, they have the world's most craziest money in the world. I mean, it's just like, do you have some money that you can show?
I think I got $10. No, we spent it. No, I don't have any money on me right now.
Guys, it is plastic.
Yes, it is.
Plastic.
It actually will melt. If you leave your wallet in your car and it gets to 104, the bills will melt together.
See?
That was a problem, I guess, when they just found that out a couple years ago.
So I went to last year. We took a cruise to BC, and I looked at the money, and it was so futuristic, guys. I was like, what is the U.S. doing? Like their money is so much nicer than ours. It was like. Really, it's hard to explain, guys. We'll have them back on the show, and I'll make sure they have some money to show you guys.
There was people taking. We have Canadian Tire here, and it's a retail store. Okay, and people were actually taking Canadian Tire money and going into the USA and buying stuff with Canadian Tire money, and they were accepting it, thinking it was real money.
Oh my gosh! Those Canadians are smart, right? Great. I mean, who can live on icebergs and stuff? You know, I don't know. Found some Canadian coins in a jacket I thrifted. Hopefully, they're worth a lot of money, and they're not plastic.
Nope, they're metal.
Yeah. So anyone figured out what our amazing guest Instagram name is? What is your guys' Instagram handle?
Reseller Life Canada.
Reseller Life Canada, guys. And real quick, can you do like a 10 seconds for those who joined late? Who you guys are?
We are Reseller Life Canada in Ontario, Canada. We've been reselling I've been reselling since '98. We do eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Kijiji, Facebook, pedal on the side of the road. Just about everything but, eh?
Okay. So now we're going to get into the nuggets in the haul video. But I want to ask you, it may vary, right? Because you're in Canada, which is like, we don't even know where that's at. It's way over there. But, no, I'm joking around, but I really love Canada. So give us some hacks, tips, or tricks. Not to put you on the spot, but what do you think people need to know about reselling? Like, is there any, first, let me give you some ideas. Is there any websites that you use to look up like old clocks? Or, is there any, what type of resources do you use to make your reselling? And it could be any simple app on your phone. Like, what helps you guys resell on a day-to-day basis?
If we're out, we're mostly scanning with our Amazon app. That's pretty much the main thing. Now, if we see something that doesn't have a barcode and we don't think it's really for Amazon, we will have our smartphones and we will actually look it up on eBay. So it's eBay and Amazon. Those are the two that we look up. Now, if there's clocks or anything like that, it's pretty much condition and the brand name. Probably just like clothing, you're going to maybe look up a pair of, like the other day, we bought a pair of North Face brand new pants with the tags, like perfect condition. And we haven't even posted them yet. No. But I didn't even bother to look up what they're worth because I know North Face and I know that they're good and they're new. So they are going to sell somewhere, somehow. But yeah, I would say the Amazon app and eBay, those are really the only two that we use. Yeah.
So Daly said that you guys are ahead of the game because you have legalized the green. I didn't know Canada had that legal weed by chance. And sports betting, guys. Man, Canada's just an amazing.
Yes, they're legalizing the green. It was supposed to be on Canada Day, July 1st, but that's been bumped to, I think, October 15th. So it is coming for sure. There's all the people growing it and everything now all ready to go. You can buy it, I believe, in some places. I'm not sure. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know. I was sure everybody could buy it somewhere, but
I was encouraged.
And as for what was it, the green and
sports.
Oh, sports betting. I've been betting since I was underage. We have a thing called Pro Line, and it's like a lottery, and you just pick your team or your NASCAR driver or whatever, and you just go into the store with a lottery ticket, and they give you a ticket, and away you go. I used to fill them out and give them to my dad, and my dad would pick them up on his way home from work, and then I would play Pro Line.
Oh, my gosh. Life is great. Like, guys, come on now. Like, I mean, we live in a fantastic time right now. The fact that you can pick up your phone, make money. You can not only pick up your phone and make money, but you can pick up your phone and get to know so many cool people around the United States. And, you know, it's a different day and age. Like, you know, and I've got friends that have met people online. The fact that you can pick up your phone and meet amazing people for life online. I mean, AOL, and 17 years later, you're still married. That is in itself crazy. So really, really cool. Oh, the vegan flipper. What is going on, my man? Wade, you're close enough to visit Canada. I will, yes. Real cool thing about the vegan flipper is I was in eBay Open 2018, guys, and we couldn't have finished the filming without him because I ran out of room on my SD card. And I was asking him, talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, here's an SD card." And I was like, "Well, do you want me to pay it or buy it from you?" He's like, "No, here, have it free." I insist, I'll pay. No, have it free. And then we finished the show. So I really appreciate it.
Oh, nice.
Really cool. All right, so let's go. You've got some items to show us. I am really curious. Show us some of these items.
Okay, we'll start with Crystal.
And a wireless router.
Wireless router. We picked these up. Electronics are good. Again, as long as they're complete. But I have a bunch of extra Ethernet cables and things like that, where if it's missing something, I could just go into the reserve and just grab it and throw it in. But I think that one's complete. And they go for like $50. We would have paid like $4 for that at a Goodwill. Computer parts are always good. Routers. I saw a router actually on your Instagram, I believe it was, Wade. You did awesome on that.
It's called people. They're like, "Oh, Wade just sells Nike clothing," and then every once in a while I had to pop in with a router just to get them on their toes. You know?
Yeah. So that's a router. They're always good. Just scan them again. It has a barcode, so you can scan it for Amazon. Takes you 2 seconds. We picked up 3 that day, and that's just one that hasn't made it into the FBA yet. Next, we have a Harry Potter. We just sold a Harry Potter today on Amazon, actually.
And it was a puzzle.
Yeah, and it was like $35. So again, this would be a Value Village. I don't know if the tag's on it still. No, but they're like $30, $35, and we would have bought $2.99. You know, so. Well, Crystal will scan it right here for you with the app.
I think so.
Just gonna try.
Yeah.
What's it go for? Now we also sell on Amazon.ca. So there's not a lot of people selling, not as many people selling on .ca as there is .com. So if we scan this on .ca, it comes up as the cheapest one is $111. In Canada. So we'll ask like $29.99 for that because 111 is just stupid, right? But if you scan that on .com, it's probably going to come up for like $5. So definitely taking advantage of the Canadian market right now while it lasts.
That's a really cool tip because I didn't, man, I must be really, really new at Amazon because I had no idea they had Amazon Canada. I mean, I thought Amazon was just like all over, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we started selling on .com, but then it got to the point we couldn't really find anything anymore. Everything was so saturated. So we started with .ca, and the numbers were awesome.
And shipping.
Oh, shipping,
yeah, to the States was
was
expensive. To ship a big FBA box was a lot.
It's like $60 to send a box to an FBA center in the States, and $14 to send it to Canada. So a huge difference there. And somebody mentioned their Nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
This is the VHS one I was talking about. We have another one up there that was incomplete. Up on the wall, Wade. So this one goes for, the cheapest one right now is $32.48, but the count's 70,000. So it's a really low count.
Quick.
So it'll go quick. Yeah. And that's a very popular game. I've probably sold probably 12 of those in the last couple of years. So yeah, show the book. This was good. This was in the bottom of a box that we've had for about 3 years that we didn't even really open or look at until today. And looking at it, it's just an old book. It doesn't look like much. So Crystal brought it in from her office, and
hold on.
Oh, we're still in America. So it comes up really cheap in the States, but in Canada, it's going to come up a lot more. So in Canada, $129 with a 287,000 count. And this has just been sitting in our stack for years, and we haven't even pulled it out. So that'll go into our next FBA. This I got in a lot of books that I paid $10 for, about 6 giant boxes.
I bet that lady can cook, right? I mean, just look at that.
Yeah, she must. Just an old one. There's no vegan stuff or anything in that book.
No.
Yes.
No gluten-free in there. It's all gluten.
See, so first and foremost, like, can you show your phone? Because I actually had a question on that the other day. I was thinking about doing it, like the little handheld thing on your phone. How does that?
That's called a pop socket.
My pop socket?
So they just stick out. She's got an elephant, and I got some abstract thing. They just stick out, so you can just slide your hand in.
You can hold it.
Oh my gosh!
You get them on. You can get them on Amazon, or actually, these ones we got on eBay. We bought about 10 of them, I think, in one shot. We paid about $1 each, and we resold 8 of them in the area for $10 to $15 a piece.
That's how our kids have helped us.
Wow!
Yes, they were the ones that, because of their YouTube videos that they watch and follow, they had these pop sockets. So they wanted a pop socket. So we got them pop sockets, but we bought extra, and yeah, we're selling them to
their friends.
And then the other one was the fidget spinners.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big thing.
Rusted said he'll send me one tomorrow. I appreciate that, my man. That would be amazing. Guys, if you want, let me tell you a good business idea. If you want a good business idea, go buy a bunch of fidget spinners. Like, they will sell like hotcakes.
Fidget spinners, fidget boxes.
Yeah.
You seen the fidget box? It was another thing. Our kids just come to us and say, these YouTubers are using this, get us this. So we order more, and then we just sell them to all their friends too.
So first and foremost, the kids, isn't it really cool to teach them how to resell? Because it kind of teaches them the value of $1, right? Like,
yeah. My one son is more into it than the other one. And I have a 5-year-old daughter, and now when we go into Value Village, she'll point at the wall and she'll say Trolls, Lego, Playmobil, and she'll name all the things. She knows everything on the wall, and she'll come into our house and she'll pick something up and say, is this for selling or is this for me? And depending on what it is and what it's worth, even if we scanned it to sell on Amazon, sometimes we'll say you can have it, and she'll end up keeping it. But Crystal's boys, they haven't really got into the reselling, I don't think.
Yeah.
They did the one day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and they've been on my oldest has been on our YouTube. He's been in one of our vlogs.
Yeah.
I think they're young too. I think it's something that's hard to understand.
When they want to start making the dollars.
Yeah.
That's when they'll come around.
But I mean, they like our YouTube, so.
Yeah, they like our YouTube.
Oh, so would it be possible if the parents opened up? Because here's the thing, once my kids are old enough and eBay is still here, which I know it will be, I might open up an account for them just to get their feet wet and show them how to sell online, how to take care of customer service. I think it's such a good learning lesson You know?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good way to teach them business. And I think they probably would value the money more because they know they've gone out and picked the item. They've spent their own money on the item. Then when they get the money back through PayPal, you know, it's money they've earned, where if you go and sit at a desk, it's I'm just sitting there. You know, I think it's more you've actually worked hard to get that item and get that money.
So guys, we have some really good parents here, man. So how what are you guys doing to prepare for fourth quarter?
When September comes and the stores kind of die down a bit, we're going to go kind of a little bit crazy. We're going to hit, here it's called Winners. In the States, it's called Marshalls.
But we do have a Marshalls now.
Yeah, we do get a Marshalls. That's right. Yeah. We're going to hit those. We buy a lot of Playmobil from for a low cost, and we can resell that good. We're really going to hit it up hard, and we're really going to just send in as many FBAs as we can. Because if it's at Amazon, it's going to sell a lot faster than if it's sitting here, because they know that they're going to get it in a certain amount of time. The Amazon reputation, where if there's a problem, they can return it, no issues, you know. So we're just going to hammer it come September.
Guys, I'm gonna try to be as nice as possible by saying this, but I want to make sure that we're painfully clear. There's two types of resellers, right? And there's resellers that are hoping that fourth quarter and that time of year will push them over the edge without doing as much work. And then there's resellers that just bust their butt, and then when fourth quarter comes, they see the results. So guys, I guess what I'm saying is try to work as hard as you can before fourth quarter, get those listings up. Even if, you know, and maybe now is a good time to try a couple platforms on top of eBay and Amazon so you get max exposure. But yeah, so just remember there's two types of resellers, and then when fourth quarter hits, you know, it's all your work, your combination of work the month prior or 2 months prior will show. So anyways, I want to know what's your YouTube schedule like? Like I was live on your YouTube channel an hour and a half ago, and what kind of YouTube schedule do you guys have? So every week, do you guys do videos? Like, give us a little snapshot of those that have subscribed to you.
So we were going live every Wednesday. That was the plan, and then things kind of got busy with the kids' soccer and moving and things like that. So the Wednesdays have been more sporadic. Our vlogs have just we haven't really done any vlogs lately. I feel bad about that. Like we're just talking about that. And our schedule was tonight, I wanted an Aero chocolate bar. So we went for a drive and we got an Aero chocolate bar. And on the way home, I said, we should go live tonight. Kristen says, yeah, sure. So we came down to the office, turned it on, and away we went. So there was really no planning tonight. That's why we always tell people to make sure when they subscribe, they hit the little bell, because you never know when we're going to go live. But we do want to stick with our Wednesday nights at 9, which I know that you were going live at 9 as well, Wade. So we were kind of offsetting that a bit too, so we could kind of watch your videos as well. So we're going to try to get back to that. Yeah,
6. Guys, you know that there's a select few of YouTube channels that I stock, and I really like this couple. Tell me a little bit about the moving experience. You guys moved to different locations. Do you have all your items in bins, kind of like I do in the back? How do you keep your inventory?
We keep our inventory in boxes. No special boxes, just cardboard boxes. They stack fine. We went and got a few skids to put them on top of in case there's any water, to keep them not getting as damp and things like that. But yeah, all boxes stack fine. So we just use regular cardboard boxes. That's about it. As for the move, it was tiresome. It was just me and Crystal.
Yeah, we moved.
That was it.
The two of us. So.
It took 3 loads with a U-Haul truck and a couple loads with the Jeep and car. And but it's funny, we were in an apartment, and then we went and got a townhouse, but then the townhouse was getting too small, so we thought we better get a bigger house. So now we're way out in the country in a big old farmhouse with a barn in the back and everything. So we have a lot of space now. But all of our stuff is going to be in the basement, you know, safe in the elements and stuff like that. You know, all the snow we get here in Canada, so we gotta keep it out of the snow banks. And
guys, you said you have a barn. Are we expecting any chickens or any kind of?
I would like to get
we talked
chickens.
about chickens. I wouldn't mind having chickens.
You wanted a goat?
I want to go.
She wanted a goat. We got a dog. He's like big enough.
Crystal, I can see how you're like you were doing all the heavy lifting with those guns you got.
Yeah, I know, right?
He heard dog.
There was lots of lifting. Oh, great.
Do we have a dog?
Yeah, he heard me say dog. His name is DOG, dog.
We got it. Oh wait, his name is actually Dog?
His name is DOG. He goes by DOG.
DOG.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I can
You
get
mind showing him off?
We can bring him in. Come here.
I gotta
He's
get
trying to figure it out.
Okay, this way.
He's half German Shepherd and half lab. Come here. I don't know. I don't know.
See him?
Here, I'll bring the camera down. How about that? There he is.
There it is.
So he's a big boy.
And that's what a Canadian dog looks like, guys.
Yeah.
No, he's really, really cool. We have 3 dogs. Ashley is an animal lover. And anytime they make an appearance on the show, we got to have them on, right, guys?
That's right, yeah.
Got to have them on. Key Lime Kisses said, "Oh, that's a cutie. That's a cutie."
We also on our Instagram, whenever we go live, we get a lot of rat pack because we have 2 pet rats that are always in the background of our live show at our old place. So you'll see rat pack once in a while pop up.
Nice, nice. I'm trying to think. I've had a guinea pig. I've had dogs. I've had birds. See, what else have I had? Let me know, guys, what you guys in chat. Let me know what kind of pets you guys have. I'm really curious to see what you guys have. You know, I think people that love animals are a special type of people. We have 3 dogs. Let's see, Mary, 3. Oh, never mind. 3 buildings. That's not dogs. Sorry, Mary. It's late. It's late. Pamela says, "Love dogs. 2 dogs for Key Lime Kisses and a." Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. 2 dogs and a husband. Mo, only 2 kids so far. I have an alligator snapping turtle.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we gotta get you on the show.
Don't get a dog.
Yeah, you guys should see that Resell Remedy show that we did. The turtle actually took a pee in the camera when we did the live show. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh!
I have a kitten, bunny. Oh my gosh! Fish, dogs, cats. 1 cat, 1 dog, 1 cat. New puppy. Oh, good luck with that, Stitch. A Yorkie, 4 pounds, 14 years old. It's amazing. 120-pound English Labrador. I grew up on a farm. We had everything: chickens, ducks, goats, horses, pigs, and of course dogs and cats. Any recommendation for our amazing newly acquired farm couple over here?
Crystal actually, she was raised on a
I grew
farm.
up on a farm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I helped out at my friends' farms, actually a couple friends' farms throughout my childhood. So we're both pretty familiar with farms.
Oh my God! Well, guys. Hey, we have farms in Canada, even though it's really cold. That's crazy. 1 Irish setter. Am I saying that? Had 2 horses, ponies, pig. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money and food. A lot of money in food. Rusted Raccoon. He's got a great YouTube channel, guys. I have a German Shepherd. Those are really cool dogs. Anyways, 1 dozen geese.
Geese, wow.
That's exactly why I asked that question. Ship like 6 of them over to these guys.
Oh, we have enough Canadian geese. If you walk
so
anywhere, they attack you. They'll hiss like a snake, and they'll run after you and attack you. Yeah, they're like, I'm more afraid of the geese than like if there was a coyote down the road. I would be more afraid of the geese.
And that's saying something, guys, because there's big moose there. Have you seen the moose? They're as big as trucks. 2 dogs, 2 cats. Or sorry, wow, it is late. 2 dogs, 2 dogs, 2 kids, not cats. Wow. Look, too bad on live you can't go back and edit. All right, guys. I do have some geese. I have 3 dogs. Let's see. Yeah, I have 3 dogs. Like a bunch of geese here, but the geese here are pretty tame. Okay. They actually knock on my door. I've got a YouTube video of them knocking on my door wanting bread. That's awesome. Nice. Yeah. All right, guys. So I want to say we got about 5 more minutes. If you have questions for these folks, please put it in chat now. Let's start this Q&A. I'm going to put their YouTube channel back in chat. I do have a little quick announcement. I did buy a green backdrop to make our videos really, really pop. So that's going to be interesting. But if you guys have questions, put it in chat for these folks. I think it's amazing, guys. I think that I've been following you for a while, and I was really, really happy to see you guys do YouTube videos because I really think that you guys would be a hit, and you've got a lot of knowledge, and so I think it will really help people both in the States and Canada. Do you sell on RealReal?
RealReal? Never heard of it. We find there's a lot of things in the States that are not in Canada, like Poshmark. Macari, is that the other one? Macari is not in Canada either. So you guys have a lot more platforms than we do. But yeah, I haven't heard of RealReal.
I think Poshmark is actually getting a round of funding to do more international, and I would assume that Canada would be first on this list. So I wouldn't be surprised if they branch out to Canada really soon. And I did notice that your little hack may actually work about the P.O Box, especially if you're 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
Those that are in Canada want to take advantage of that. But I have no idea what the real. I've heard of it before, but I can't remember what it is. I list on RealReal. Well, maybe I need to check it out.
Do you do anything with Facebook, Wade?
What?
Do you do any yard sale sites on Facebook? Do you sell on there?
Oh, yes, I do. So Facebook, I think, is really, really cool. I actually look to source on Facebook, and primarily ink. I like to buy ink on Facebook.
Okay.
So, but yeah, do you guys tell me a little bit about your local game. Do you have local apps that you use to source?
Really, we have Kijiji. I don't think that's in the States, but it's similar to like Craigslist. And Facebook, the yard sale sites. I put a game on yesterday, Catan, and it sold within 3 minutes to one buyer, and I had 2 other people lined up behind that. We paid 50 cents for it, and we got $40 back for it. The Facebook Marketplace is awesome. Even if they're not local, the other day we sold a Disney Scene It to a guy in Montreal, which is like 4 hours from here. And he did an e-transfer. I mailed it, and I sent him the tracking number. So as long as you make sure you click the marketplace when you're selecting all of the different yard sale sites, as long as it's on marketplace, it'll be everywhere on Facebook, and people will ship it if they want it.
It's incredible. Like I know Instagram is going to start pushing, selling stuff online. A lot of people sell on Instagram now. So for example, you post a picture of something on Instagram and somebody contacts you, then you send them a PayPal invoice and they buy it. But I think they're in beta testing now to some of the higher, the people that have a lot of followers. What they'll do basically is kind of like the swipe up feature where you can purchase it right from Instagram and then send them the item. I don't know if it'll be available quite yet for a lot of people, but I think Instagram and Facebook and even like OfferUp, I think you can ship now. I don't know that that's been out for a little bit, but a lot of these sites are, there's no reason why you can't make money from home now. And there's no reason why you can't watch some of these YouTube videos and learn stuff so you don't have to pay for any kind of knowledge. And there's no reason why you can't make amazing puzzle backgrounds like you guys have.
Well, if people are able to own a hawk shop, a pawn shop, a thrift store here in our area, Facebook is nothing but an online pawn shop, thrift shop, you know what I mean? And for us, the seller, there's no fees, right? So it's great for us, and for them, they don't have to actually go into the pawn shops. It's all online, right? It's no different from eBay to them. only it's better for us in the long run, and they get it that day. We just deliver it to them, you know?
Oh yeah, and we have, so question, where's the best place that you buy the board games? Garage sales and stuff?
Haven't seen a lot of garage sales. Mostly Value Village, which is Savers in the States, and Talese. I don't know if you have that over there either, but it's very similar to Value Village. Just thrift shops, really, and Goodwills. Goodwills, we find them as well. But there's a lot of little nooks and crannies. People don't realize if they go onto Google Maps and they type in thrift store or Goodwill or something like that, it'll show you a bunch of little places you didn't even know. Like a lot of churches are running thrift stores right out of their basements, and sharing centers. You know, there's tons of those around here, and that's where we picked up Gatan the other day for 50 cents.
We have a I Love Canada with the heart, and the church idea is actually quite smart. You'd be surprised if you just Google thrift stores, how many in the area you had no idea existed. Like nonprofits do a lot of thrifting, and some of those can be the best sourcing opportunities because a lot of people may not know about it.
That's right.
Now, what about the storage unit game? I got to ask that over there. Have you heard anything over there in Canada about storage unit buying?
We have Storage Wars Canada on TV. It's the same.
Gosh, guys.
We do have storage lockers where you can bid on them online as well. I used to work for a company that actually did that as well. And we have thought about doing that, but we didn't really have the space to get everything to our place and dump it and then sort through it. But now that we have the space, we definitely are going to be looking into that. There's not a lot in our immediate area, but we'd have to drive about 2 hours away probably, but that's not a big deal. Rent a U-Haul, road trip, Tim Hortons.
Road trip?
Road trip.
Yes.
It's all about the road trip.
All right. So we do have one last question, not reselling related. I heard it looks like order. Are you wanting to move to Canada? It is hard to become a Canadian citizen. It's because they're amazing. They only take a select few people, I would imagine, right?
I think we take just about everyone.
Yes.
I think our door's open. Come on in.
Yes. And then order says.
There you go.
All right, guys. So I want to say it was a pleasure for you to come on. People may not understand this, but literally an hour and a half ago, I asked you guys in your own YouTube live chat. I asked you if you wanted to come on. So super, super short notice. And I appreciate it. I was definitely in the mood to go live, and you guys are a really cool couple. I wish you all the best. You have an amazing Instagram, a really cool YouTube. And I hope that every Wednesday I can be in chat and watch you guys live. It's an interesting time. I'm a big fan of people starting social media, and I think it opens way more doors than anything. You get to know really cool people. You get I've gained so much knowledge, like the real and stuff like that I didn't have any knowledge in. Now I do. And you create bonds. Like there's nothing better than sitting across from somebody talking to them. And so I really appreciate everybody that came. Please like this video. It's on the right-hand side. So that way more people can discover this amazing couple. YouTube doesn't pay me any extra. It just allows this video to go out in the world. So if you can like the video on the right-hand side, that would be great. Subscribe to their YouTube channel because I want to see if they add to their family of their farm, right? I want to see if next week on Wednesday, they're like, hey guys, we have Canada the goat. And then he comes in and they introduce him. So before we leave, you've seen our shows. Internet, to give you an idea, when you hit the thumbs up button, it doesn't pay us a penny. But what it does is it lets YouTube know that this is a liked video, and then it's supposed to help in the search algorithms. But other than that, we don't get paid any extra on the likes.
That's right.
Reseller Mo basically said sub to their Instagram and YouTube. Mo,
Thank you.
you're full time now, right? How are you doing? But anyways, guys, I appreciate the reason I said that. The reason I always mention that it doesn't pay us extra is because I want to make sure you guys know that I'm not trying to push any service or anything on you. It's bottom of my heart. So just subs, appreciate that. All right, guys. So that being said, you watch these live shows, and I appreciate that. We always leave on a positive note. So since there's two of you, we got to have two positive notes. Inspirational. Really curious to see what you guys think. So I'll let you guys go first. Ladies first. Give us an inspirational quote, if you will.
Inspirational quote. I'm not good at it on the spot.
See, unscripted right now. You can unpack 3 U-Hauls. I mean, come on, gotta be something. Gotta be something.
I don't.
Okay, I'll let you guys do one.
Okay, because I know you'll have something.
Positive note. Reselling, there's good times and there's bad times, and we're all going to hit both the good and the bad, and you just kind of got to keep going with it. Don't give up. You know, a lot of YouTubers I've watched, they said after the first year or two they wanted to give up because the numbers just weren't there, but they kept on going, and you know, now they're big. You know, it's the same thing in the reselling world, and I think if you're on Amazon, scan. Don't limit yourself. If you limit yourself to only clothing or only clocks or only whatever, you're missing out. You're only 1% of the market. You know, you gotta scan everything, and don't take anything for granted. And every day, just, you know, it's like The Secret. Think positive. Think
Always
good.
Be optimistic. And yeah, not second guess yourself, because I think I do that a lot, and I shouldn't.
Yep. Yeah, and like The Secret, if you've ever watched that DVD, you know, if you think positive and good things are going to come, they're going to come. So stay positive, keep working, don't give up. If sales suck, keep going. It will get better.
I forgot to ask you, and by the way, that was amazing. But who cooks in this house? That was the one question I always ask. Who's the cook in the house?
That would be me.
And what's your favorite meal that she cooks?
We had steak the other night. That was good on the barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot of chicken. We eat a lot of chicken.
Chicken, yeah. That's why we should have chickens.
A farm, guys. A farm.
Yeah, there you go.
Lisa, YouTube is the best inspirational TV. Thanks for a great show. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, guys. Sunday, who knows? Maybe this amazing couple got us off. Maybe Reseller Life has got us onto a start of doing it. Let me know in chat, guys. I know everybody left already. We had 70 people watching, but if you guys want a show Sunday nights, let me know in the comments below if you're watching this after the fact or if you're watching it now, if you want us to start doing shows Sunday nights. But that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow we have a live show. Tuesday we have a live show. Wednesday we have a live show. And I appreciate you guys joining. Guys, thank you so much. My amazing couple, thank you so much for joining as well. So you guys were really cool, and I'm glad that you guys joined short notice. Join their YouTube, guys. Join their Instagram. Give them love. And thank you so much for joining, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we want to thank you as well, Wade. It was short notice, but we're easy going, and no,
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and like we say, we watch you, so it's kind of an honor to be on your show. So we appreciate it.
All right, we better see you in chat, and you better give us updates on the Canadian farm. Okay,
will do.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, thanks everybody.